Hello everyone, I am Sri Lakshmi. I work at Smallcase. Today here I am to talk about my in-depth study on input tag accessibility. I'm very grateful to Kameshwari. She's a visually impaired person and works at Google for her valuable input throughout my study on input accessibility. This is my ever first talk in the conference, so I would like to take a moment and thank my mentor Gaurav Gupta. He's like OG of accessibility for inspiring me and guiding me. Let's understand what's web accessibility. Any website tool design or tool or website application software what we build should be accessible by any people with the special abilities. In specific, they should perceive, understand, navigate, interact, and contribute to the web. As a front-end developer, we mostly concentrate on keyboard accessibility and ARIA. First, let's understand what is keyboard accessibility. Keyboard accessibility is any functionality you provide in a website should be accessible using only keyboard without the helping of any pointer devices such as mouse or joystick. This is very crucial for people with motor disabilities and for the assistive technology users, or just people like me who loves to use keyboard to access everything. Then how do we build how do we make a component that is accessible? Very simple. Just use HTML5 tags. By default, HTML5 tags defines the roles, tab index, and styles for different state of a tag. Like for input, it is focus, and for button, it is disabled. What should be color? Should it be accessible to the keyboard? Everything is defined in the HTML5 tag. Even if you want to build a custom component, like most of the time HTML5 semantic tags does not suit to the component what we want to build, make sure that you refer the W3C guidelines for that particular component. Also consider the context in which that particular component is used in the website. That actually matters a lot. Next is my favorite topic, ARIA. ARIA is accessibility rich internet applications. These are set of roles and attributes that you add on HTML tags. So for visual users, it does not make much difference. But for assistive technology users, this is everything. It acts like a Google map to them. If you have ever inspected the elements in the developer panel, there in the DOM tree, you have an option to toggle to accessibility tree. Assistive technology reads accessibility tree. It's just like a DOM to assistive technology. And these, the accessibility tree uses the ARIA attributes and roles to give more context to assistive technology. Here I have provided some of the HTML5 semantic tags, how it looks in the accessibility tree. The first one is heading tag. Second one is button. Notice, pay attention on the focusable attribute. So if you build a custom button using a div, make sure that this also comes in the accessibility tree. Third one is anchor tag. The last one is navbar. There is a saying, no ARIA is better than bad ARIA. So these ARIA attributes are roles. ARIA attributes and roles are just like salt to your food. If you put more salt in the dish, it spoils the whole dish, right? Similar way, you create a button using a div and add a role as button, but do not take care of tab index or the style like disable style or focus style. Nothing. If you do not take care of it, it is actually dangerous. Also, providing information that is not relative or wrong information using ARIA label in any of the component, that is also very misleading. So next time, if you add any role to any of the tag or use any ARIA label or ARIA attributes, make sure that you understand it, learn it, then use it, or do not use it at all. Before I go in depth of input accessibility. I want to present 2 videos. Please pay attention to it. This is very crucial to understand what content should go as description to the input tag, what should go as label, what should be give, what shouldn't be give. The first video I am presenting is the accessibility user, assistive technology user, how they go through a website for the first time until they are familiar with. And the second one is once they are familiar with how they use the website. So let's go to this. Can we increase the volume? It's not audible. It's not.
हेडफोन्स
Second,
साउंड आउटपुट देखें
For heading level 1, enter name star. Enter name star. The account will be available at https://
it's actually bad, but I don't know why.
For heading level 1, enter name star.
Yeah.
Enter name star. The account will be available
Maybe
at
I should play it from the
https://
beginning. So, yeah. This is how assistive technology users go through the website for the first time.
For heading level 1, enter name star. Enter name star. The account will be available at https:// example.com/your-name HRI Shri. The account will be available at https enter amount star. Min amount 5,000 rupees multiple of 1 rupee. Indian rupee sign enter amount star required stepper. You are currently on a stepper. To begin interacting with this stepper, press Ctrl Option Shift down arrow. Enter an amount 0. You are currently on a stepper. Press Ctrl 0 1 0 0 1 0 0. You are currently on a stepper. To begin interact submit button. You are currently on a button. To click this button. Form submitted successfully. Form submitted.
So if you have noticed, they go through line by line every content in the website until they are familiar. So this next is once they are familiar, how they use it.
Home link love book view user entering foreign frame. AI should enter amount start required 0 submit button value must be greater than or equal to 5 application.
So this is how they use it. Like they just focus on the focusable elements here. It was just name and the amount because they are already familiar. They know how the content of the website is. So this is how they use it. So with this context, let's go in depth of input tag accessibility. Let's learn how to provide accessible label, accessible description, and provide the errors very accessible way by using ARIA label, ARIA labeled by, ARIA described by, ARIA invalid, and ARIA error message. First one is ARIA labeled by. It's just like the parent from whom a child inherits surname, family, etc. So any element in the DOM that can provide a label to the input tag can be taken or considered for ARIA labeled by. ARIA labeled by takes the list of IDs, and content of the first ID is read first, followed by the next content of the IDs. When we have multiple labeling attributes, ARIA labeled by takes the highest precedence than any other. Next one is ARIA label. ARIA label is just like an adopted parent. After the adoption, child gets the surname, family name, etc. So in the DOM, if there is no element that can provide the label to the input tag, you can directly use ARIA label and dump the label content, whatever you want. When input tag is not binded with the label tag, then only use ARIA label. So if there is a label tag nearby input tag, always bind the input tag with the label over using the ARIA label. Now let's understand when the label is announced, when the focus is on the input tag. Let's assume there is already value in the input tag and the focus comes to the input tag. First value is announced followed by the label. If there is no label, if there is a value, the value is announced first followed by the label. If there is no value, the label is announced first followed by the description or the error message, whatever you have. Then when to use labeling attributes. We use the labeling attributes to provide more context. For example, in the small case website, the footer, we have links that takes the user to the different page altogether. To give the context to the assistive technology user that the link is opening in a different tab, we have used ARIA label and given the content that opens in a new tab, menu. Like if it's account, we say it opens in a new tab, account. Let's understand when not to use labeling attributes. If the role of the component or the content, whatever you are building, is presentation or none, or text-like roles like code, insertion, do not use labeling attributes, ARIA label or ARIA labeled by. Then, what are some of the best practices to provide the ARIA label or ARIA labeled by? Always try to bind input tag with the label tag. Use labeling attributes if label tag is not near in the DOM, it is not near to the input tag. When you provide a label, make sure it is very descriptive. Also, always provide content similar to visual user as well as the assistive technology user. For example, in a button, if you have a button that is for login, you need not to give the assistive technology user that login to XYZ website. You can just keep it as login. Even if you provide the content as login to XYZ website, make sure it is always in sync with visual content. Next is ARIA describe by. ARIA describe by is just like your chuddy buddy who knows all little things about you. So ARIA describe by is mainly used to provide more details or context on what to input, error messages and alert. Then you must be asking why do we have ARIA labeling attributes and description, ARIA describe by. So the main purpose of labeling attributes is to provide the label, whereas ARIA describe by helps to understand what to input in an input tag, what should go, what not should go, what are the errors possible in that input tag. The common mistake often we do when providing the description to the ARIA ID passive while passing the ID to the ARIA describe by is, when we build a React component, we take ARIA describe by as an optional prop. When this, let's assume ARIA describe by has a static ID, when this optional prop is coupled with this static ID, and we do not provide the ID of the element that is optional, this may static ID with the undefined may cause the assistive technology to miss the content of the static ID. Also, sometimes it behaves abruptly. Let's see how ARIA description is announced by the assistive technology.
You are enter name start, enter name start. The account will your name, enter amount start, min amount, Indian rupee sign, enter amount start, min amount, 5,000 rupees multiple of 1 rupee, required stepper. You are currently on enter an amount 1. You are currently on a stepper 0, 0, 0, 0, 10,000. Application.
This is the code for the previous video. If you have noticed, we have given the information about minimum amount that is 5,000 rupees. And when the user enters the amount which is less than 5,000 rupees, we are highlighting it through the error. Aren't you feel like we are giving too much context on what should be minimum amount? Right? So similar way, assistive technology user also feels, and giving this information or content repeatedly makes them feel irritated. Then what content should go for ARIA describe by? Any information that is very particular to focused state of input tag. So for example, in the initial videos, we have a input tag where we were writing the name, and that name was available as domain name, right? That domain name is very particular to focus state of that input tag. So that should go as ARIA described by. If there is any generic information, in the previous videos, if you have noticed, we were talking about minimum amount and it was given as the ARIA description. And also we were giving the context, like when user enters less than 5,000, we were throwing the error, right? So in the first place, the minimum amount, we could have avoided it or taking it as the ARIA description. So if any description or error message, if it is part of input journey, do not make it as ARIA description. So this is the most valuable lesson I learned while studying about input tag in depth. Next is ARIA invalid. So ARIA invalid is an attribute that we use to highlight the error state of the input tag when the focus is in the input tag. So with this, we can directly or we can tell assistive technology that currently input is in the error set. ARIA invalid along with ARIA described and ARIA error message makes a great combination to highlight the error to the assistive technology users. I have one demo. Let's see.
Please enter a valid email address. Invalid data menu pop up. Edit text. Application.
If you see this, the focus first came to input tag and it was in the ARIA invalid state, and the error message was announced very smoothly, calmly in a non-intrusive way. So there are different ways to highlight the error. One is ARIA invalid and ARIA live regions. You might be asking which one to use when. So if you want to provide error information specific to focus state of the input tag, go ahead with ARIA invalid. So it's very smooth, non-intrusive. But if you want to provide an error which is time sensitive, urgent, then go ahead with the ARIA live regions. So if you have noticed in the initial videos, the error was announced very quickly. There I have interrupting all the other announcement. So there I have used ARIA live as assertive. So depending on the context, use ARIA invalid or the live regions. At last, I would like to quote a quote from Tim Berners-Lee. The power of the web is in its universality. Access by everyone, regardless of disabilities, is an essential aspect. Thank you. And I would like to take a moment and thank Kiran for giving me all my first. React Nexus I hosted first, I volunteered first, and today giving me first time speaker. Thank you.